Hello, Namaste, Sat Shri Akal, Salam. My name is Kunal. Welcome to Chasing Sunsets. This travel video is about Badami. Hyderabad to Badami is about 450 kilometers. Takes about 9 hours give or take, depending on how many breaks you take. I reached in about 8 hours 10 minutes because we are pretty economical in our breaks. We reached Badami just in time for lunch. There aren't a lot of places to have good meal, but you will find something. We went ahead and booked ourselves the Agastya Villa by Vista Rooms. Very, very beautiful property, great interiors, and if you have the opportunity, please book the room on the terrace. The terrace has an amazing seating. The view is decent. You have a makeshift bar as well, and amazing food is made available on request. So go for this place. After a post-lunch break, we headed out to the Bhutnath temple by the Agastya lake. A good time to be there is around sunset, so get there around 5ish so that you get some good views. You will be able to see the temple and the lake through the daylight, as well as the views around sunset are breathtaking for sure. We call it an early evening because we decided to see the Badami caves early morning. We were actually the first ones to be there. It opens at 6 in the morning. So what's so special about Badami? Well, for starters, they are dated back to the 6th century, making their existence older than Hampi, which was 14th century. This sandstone marvel has been engineered to perfection, and its existence today is a testimony of the same. You will find 4 caves to explore. The first and the fourth were constructed first. The first and the second caves are dedicated to Lord Shiva. The fourth one was dedicated to Jainism. And the third one, which is also the most beautiful one and the largest one, was dedicated to Vishnu. The sedimentation in rocks is a thing to watch out for, especially when you see this sedimentation on pillars. It adds so much more to the grandeur of the place. The best time, according to me, to visit these caves is right up early in the morning, around 5:36 a.m. You will be welcomed by loads and loads of birds. The calm, the peace that you have because there are no other travelers or guests around makes it even more worthy. Another general advice is to always get yourself a guide, especially if you're visiting historical places. It adds so much more value to know what goes behind or what did go behind in bringing these timeless engineering marvels together, the art, the architecture. It's always good to have a guide who can educate you about what has happened or what was the mindset behind bringing these together. Get yourself a guide. Contact details of the guide, contact details of the place that we stayed at, the Agastya Villa, will be a part of the description, so keep an eye out for that. From the Badami caves, we headed straight to Mahakuta. Mahakuta means the Great Assembly. This place is called Mahakuta because of the number of Shiva temples here assembled in one complex. Another reason why this place is also known as the Dakshin Kashi for the number of Shiva temples in close proximity. The water tank is called Vishnu Pushkarni, where people apparently take a dip to wash away their sins. Mahakuta definitely gave me an eerie feeling. I don't know why. Is it a good to visit place? Yes. Is it a must visit place? Not really. But if you have the time, you can definitely go take a walk. There is definitely an active temple there, so feel free to seek blessings. Next morning, we headed to Pattadakkal. Pattadakkal is 23 kilometers from Badami, an absolute must-visit place if you have any remote love for ancient architecture. Pattadakkal is a complex that has been taken over by UNESCO a few years ago. In fact, Pattadakkal is one of India's 40 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. There are 2 in Karnataka, the other one is Hampi. So Pattadakkal is primarily a complex which has temples with diversified architecture. Back during the Chalukyan reign here, the thought process was to bring together the different styles and architecture of temple construction across India in one place. So this is a marvel. You should definitely visit Pattadakkal if you are visiting Badami. Like Badami caves are a must visit early mornings, Pattadakkal seems to be at its best just before sunset or around sunset. The visuals are to die for. We had decided on heading out the next day, but not before trying our hands on rock climbing. Badami is a fantastic place. I've seen folks coming from Mumbai all the way to do rock climbing here. One advice I will give you is to keep an eye out for the monkeys when you're trying to climb these rocks. We are invading their space. They aren't, but let's respect their existence. Try not to get into any altercation, else they can create some havoc. All in all, a fantastic place for a weekend getaway, a weekend plus one day if I were you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. Please share, like, subscribe. Welcome to Chasing Sunsets.